So what he was telling us here is, truly I tell you, unless you change and become light. This is very powerful in terms of repenting or changing the way we think, changing that philosophy. Philosophy is the thoughts that we love, the thinking that's ongoing in our minds, our ongoing thinking. That's our lifestyle. Now he said you got to become as a little child. How is a little child? Well, a little child is empty. They have not been indoctrinated, so we got to get unindoctrinated by way of exchange. These things have to be uprooted. A child don't contest everything. A child is in a attitude or a state of submission. A child is dependent on their parents to teach them. A child is open. A child is vulnerable. A child don't have no stronghold set up. A child is not stuck in a rut, you see. So he was making reference to our belief system. The contaminants that's in our belief system, all the religious stuff, this contamination that's in our, let me move this mic down, I see it's too loud. All this religious stuff that's in our belief system has contaminated us severely by way of religion. Let me read this right here. Let's go over and look at this. We're going to look at First Yochanan 3 and I think around 3 and 20. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. 3 and 20. First Yochanan 3 and 20. Let's look at, I want to prove this out, what I'm talking about. Because when you say the word subconscious, we need to understand that the voice of our spirit is the conscious of our born again spirit. Then we have a conscious of the mind, which is located in the soul. We have a subconscious of what we call subconscious of the mind, which is located in the soul. And that's the hard drive. That's actually the seat of the wheel where we make our choices at. And then you have the spirit man. Okay. Now, let's look at this. The word to make the distinction, only the word can do it. First Yochanan 3 and 19, he says, if our hearts condemn us, you see that? We know that Elohim is greater than our hearts and he knows everything. Dear friends, if our hearts do not condemn us, we have confidence before Elohim and receive from him anything we ask because we keep his commandments and do what pleases him. Now, this word heart is talking about the spirit. And that word condemn means to go against the present way of thinking, or if knowledge come into our spirit that's not from the word. See, our spirit is just like the Father again. Our spirit is born again, and our spirit have the do-right nature and the nature of the Father, nature of the Holy Spirit. So if something come in strange, our spirit would detect it and go against it. It won't receive it. It won't download it. But in the soulish part of us, that subconscious of the soul, that hard drive of the soul, where the seat of choice is located, our conscious will get it, making a choice allowed to be downloaded. And that's why he said, creating me a clean heart in the soulish realm. You understand? Because David wasn't even born again when he said that. So our spirits are perfect, just like the Father. Our spirits are holy. Ephraim, called Ephesians 4 and 24, tells us that we have been created in true righteousness and holiness. Talking about our born again spirit, true righteousness and holiness. So when we got born again, our spirit was regenerated. And now our spirit is wall to wall holy, just like the Father, and wall to wall righteous, just like the Father. Therefore, our spirit don't need cleaning. The spiritual cleansings that's necessary and needed is in the soulish man, in that subconscious, that hard drive of the soul, where the seat of choice is located. See, when consciousness, we receive stuff, and it's going to go to the hard drive. If we allow it, if we receive it with the intent to obey, it's going to go to that hard drive in the subconscious of our soul and our mind. And how does it get there? We make a choice to receive it, you see, and then we willingly accept this knowledge, these concepts. We willingly accept this information. And because we willingly do that, our volition, our will, our choice go into play. And I begin to think like that, and I ultimately live like that. Born again spirit on the inside, living like, a wretched sinner on the outside because there's so much junk on that hard drive. So Yeshua said we got to become like a little child.